Hello and welcome to BOIImpact. I'm Elo Odibo-Madaki. The Nigerian government, led by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and his economic team, have been working hard to boost employment through strategic initiatives that offer assistance to small, medium, and large businesses. One of the initiatives is the expanded National Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises MSME Clinic, which is in partnership with the Federal Ministry of Industry, Trade and Investment and other agencies in the MSME sector. It brings together all the relevant regulatory agencies and development finance institutions of the government to address challenges business owners encounter in the course of their operations. In this edition, we bring you the launch of the 5th expanded MSME clinic by Vice President Kashim Shettima in Enugu State, where he disclosed that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu approved that a grant of 150,000 naira be given to outstanding exhibitors at the event. This reaffirms the federal government's commitment to supporting MSMEs as part of its strategy for socio-economic growth and development. Here are details of the event. On arrival in Enugu, the Vice President commissioned the ultra-modern fashion and garment hub for MSMEs, which the federal government had set up in collaboration with the Enugu State government to support the thriving fashion industry in the state.
It's a singular honor and privilege to commission this garment hub in Enugu for the good people and the citizens.
The Vice President then proceeded to the venue of the 5th expanded National Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises MSME Clinic. As usual, beneficiaries of the various federal government social intervention programs, as well as beneficiaries of BOI MSME development funds in the state, exhibited their products. In his welcome address, the Special Advisor to the Enugu State Governor on Digital Economy and MSME Development, Arinze Chiloofia, said the clinic is pivotal for MSME growth.
The clinic is being organized by the federal government through the Office of the Vice President and in collaboration with the Enugu State government to provide a dynamic platform for MSMEs to access critical support from government and private sector partners. The clinics equally provides on-the-spot solutions for common business challenges, including regulatory approvals, access to grants, and access to soft loans, and strategic collaborations to drive innovation and economic growth. This world-class hub is going to act as a production facility and provide advanced infrastructure to provide innovation, collaborative support for MSMEs in the fashion space, also act as a co-working space for individuals that want to operate in the fashion industry. It also strengthens the global competitiveness of our products, while equally offering training and resources to the next generation of fashion designers within Enugu State's creative and manufacturing sectors.
The Senior Special Assistant to the President on Job Creation and MSMEs, Office of the Vice President, Mr. Timitola Adikule Johnson, thanked the federal government, the state government, and other stakeholders for their support.
What you're witnessing today is an example of what President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has always preached, that the federal government can work with the state government for the good of the people. Your Excellency, when we wrote, or when the governor indicated interest in hosting the clinics, we had given him all that they needed to take before they could host it. In no time, it was done. And Your Excellency, as we speak today, MSMEs in Enugu State have benefited immensely.
Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives, Right Honorable Benjamin Kalu, in his goodwill message, said the clinic will provide more job opportunities.
This is the block, this is the space that employs the highest number of unemployed people in the country. So any support given to them is a great support towards reducing unemployment rate in our country. And I want to thank the President and the Vice President and the Governor of this state for the support you have given to this initiative of the federal government to ensure that we convert our youth from where they are to where they ought to be by giving them the necessary support.
The Minister of Science and Technology, Dr. Uche Naji, mentioned some initiatives of the ministry in empowering citizens.
I'm particularly happy because this project touches the poor, it touches the lives, it elevates people's lives. Skill acquisition is the way to go. And that is what we are basically doing in innovation, science, and technology. We have organized, under the renewed hope agenda of our President, Senator Ahmed Bola Tinubu GCFR, the renewed hope agenda is all about training people, giving skill. Under that, we have also something similar to this. We are going to take from every state and train people on the way to make shoes. And in making those shoes, after the 1 month training in Abuja, the difference is that we are going to empower people directly. Everybody that comes for that training will get 200,000. He will get the machines, all kinds of machines, to make the shoes. Complete machine, including generators. So we're going to spend a lot, and the beauty is that it's touching lives.
Senator representing Enugu West Senatorial District, Ositangu, disclosed some of the initiatives of the federal government to support the MSME sector.
We cannot deny the fact that from the federal government that we have received several opportunities for our people to benefit from: the students' loan, the consumer cooperative, even the SME programs that we are also tapping into at this point, even the CNG initiative, several programs of the federal government. We are proud of it. And we have also been able to extend it to our people.
Southeast Chairman, Nigeria Employers Consultative Association, NECA, Ugochime, thanked the government for its support to the private sector.
We are here, not just myself as the chairman of NECA Southeast, but also we have the president of Nigerian Employers Consultative Association right here, Dr. Ifeanyi Okoye. We have come to show that you have the support of the private sector in this initiative, and that whatever it takes for the private sector to give that support is already given and can be considered as a giving factor. We'd like to appreciate the governor of Enugu State. Some few months ago, about 3 weeks ago, we met the governor and we asked to establish a desk whereby we have constant interface between the government and the private sector. Right there and then, the governor gave the directive for that to be established. Today, that has been established. So there is no gap between the private sector and the government sector in Enugu State.
The MDC of the Bank of Industry, Dr. Olashipo Olusi, represented by the Acting Regional Manager Southeast, Andrew Ogomi, said BOI is committed to the growth of enterprises.
At the Bank of Industry, we remain committed to our developmental mandate of supporting enterprises across different sectors of the economy. Our mandate is to provide financial assistance for the establishment of large, medium, and small business enterprises and projects. In carrying out this objective, the Bank of Industry aims to assist with the expansion, diversification, modernization of existing enterprises, and rehabilitation of existing ones. It is our expectation that the provision of financial assistance to MSME will not only improve their productivity, but also their ability to create opportunities in the economy. Towards achieving this goal, the bank has in the last 8 years provided financial support amounting to 458 billion to over 4.4 million SMEs across the countries, creating estimated 5.5 million jobs. In closing, we wish to emphasize that BOI, we believe that there can be no inclusive growth or sustainable development in the country if we do not deliberately and proactively ensure that existing challenges that hold back majority of our MSMEs from reaching their full potentials are addressed. Thus, social and economic progress cannot be achieved without economically empowering SMEs.
In his address, Enugu State Governor Peter Mba, recognizing the important role of MSMEs in the state's economic development, expressed optimism that the MSME clinic would strengthen the sector.
I am particularly delighted to welcome the Vice President, His Excellency Senator Kashim Shettima, GCON, to Enugu State. I commend the Vice President for he has proven to be a champion of MSME's growth. He had only moments earlier commissioned the Enugu State Fashion and Garment Hub, a facility developed by the Office of the Vice President in partnership with the Enugu State government through the Enugu SME Center. The importance of MSMEs to the Nigerian economy can never be overemphasized, as almost 90% of businesses in the country are small scale. So MSMEs are clearly the backbone and lifeblood of our economy. But as important as MSMEs may be, their success is no chance occurrence. They thrive only through careful policies that enhance the ease of doing business climate, comprising key enablers like the sustained provision of infrastructure, security, efficient legal and regulatory framework, among others. Viewed against this backdrop, the expanded national MSME clinics come as a gift of priceless value to young entrepreneurs in Enugu State and beyond. And we simply cannot thank the federal government enough for that. This program syncs perfectly with our economic vision. The Enugu SME Center has launched just recently MSME data collection exercise, gathering over 60,000 unique data points across the 17 local government areas of Enugu State. This initiative is helping us to formalize businesses, establish credit histories, and unlock access to financial resources that these businesses need to thrive.
In his speech to inaugurate the 5th expanded National Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises MSME Clinic, Vice President Kashim Shettima acknowledged the crucial role MSMEs play in job creation and economic development, and announced plans by the Tinubu-led administration to assist entrepreneurs in Enugu State.
I am pleased to announce that His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has mandated a grant of 150,000 naira each to be awarded to outstanding MSMEs at today's event. And let me assure you that this is an outright grant with no requirement for repayment, reflecting our commitment to nurturing MSMEs and fostering economic growth. I met a young lady at the clinic. I saw the passion, the enthusiasm, the commitment. And this hub that we commissioned today, along with other hubs established across Nigeria, is a stepping stone to the economic height we have always desired. Aside from standing as one of the largest we have commissioned, this hub is equipped with cutting-edge technology to support the fashion manufacturing cluster in Enugu State, boosting production capacity and enabling economies of scale. This hub has the potential to produce a wide array of fashion products, from military uniforms to school and corporate wear, meeting global standards and creating about 48,000 jobs in the process. Our hope is that this facility will redefine entrepreneurship and training, not only in Enugu State, but across Nigeria. I must thank His Excellency, Governor Peter Amba, for the warm reception and an enthusiastic welcome, and for being a great host as we look forward to partnering with the coal city state to make Enugu Fashion Hub a center of productivity and attraction.
For over 6 decades, Bank of Industry has been here, driving Nigeria's industrial development through financial and business support services to micro enterprises, small and medium enterprises, and large enterprises across Nigeria. Leveraging on strategic partnerships, we provide equipment financing, working capital, and support to enterprises in key sectors of Nigeria's economy, including youth and women-led enterprises. Whatever your business needs, starting up, expansion, diversification, modernization, or rehabilitation, we'll be here always to support you. Bank of Industry, transforming Nigeria's industrial sector.
I think we talked to someone and they were like, oh, BOI, they're actually interested in funding a theme park. And we're like, yeah, BOI will do it. We approached them, they loved the idea, and we started the process. We got the funding, we bought water park equipment, and while we were doing that, getting ready for the water park, building the water park, we were building some other smaller activities. And by the time the water park got completed, everything now became whole. So you can see that growth there. After getting the funding, I mean, we went from about 20 to 30 staff, we went to about 150. Right now we're at about 250. So it's unbelievable. I mean, you can see the impact that such funding had made. You can see it right in front of your eye. If we didn't have that funding, and we will still be struggling, trying to grow, and probably won't be here today. But I have to give kudos to BOI.
You're watching BOIImpact. As part of its corporate social responsibility, the Bank of Industry recently donated 18,653 10 kg bags of rice to assist persons affected by floods and other disasters in the country. The humanitarian gesture was implemented through the National Emergency Management Agency, NEMA. At a ceremony in Abuja, NEMA handed over the donations by BOI and the government of the United Arab Emirates to the beneficiary states. We now bring you highlights of the rice handing over ceremony. Speaking at the handover ceremony in Abuja, the Director-General of NEMA, Zubaida Umar, thanked BOI for the gesture.
We're gathered here to witness the handing over of 18,653 bags of 10 kg rice donated by the Bank of Industry, and the 50 tons, which is equivalent to 1,696 cartons of humanitarian relief aid donated by the government of the UAE to support the ongoing efforts by the federal and state governments of Nigeria in mitigating the impact of the ongoing flood and other disasters in the country. The donations of relief materials by both BOI and the government of the UAE symbolize the manifestation of deep sympathy for people severely impacted by disasters on the one hand, and a long-standing bilateral relationship between Nigeria and the UAE. The gestures further entrench the essence of multi-stakeholder and multinational approach to disaster management in global perspective. As you may recall, BOI donated a total of about 18,779 bags of 10 kg rice to NEMA. The rice was shared to 6 states to assist internally displaced persons in camps in these states. The selection of the beneficiary states was based on the number of the IDPs in the state, the urgency and severity of needs of the affected persons. The states are Imo State, that will get 3,500 bags, Benue State, 3,000 bags, Plateau State, 1,669 bags, Jigawa State, 3,000 bags, Katsina, 3,850 bags, and finally Zamfara with 3,634 bags. Of these, 10,484 bags will be picked from NEMA's Kano warehouse. So BOI delivered to both Kano and Abuja. So some will pick up from Kano while some will get it here from Abuja. 8,169 bags will therefore be picked from its Abuja warehouse. The donations by both BOI and the government of the United Arab Emirates have come at the right time and will go a long way in complementing the efforts of the federal government of Nigeria in providing succor to persons affected by flood and other disasters across the country. On this note, I wish to most sincerely thank the donors and also urge the beneficiary states to ensure that the donated items are judiciously and transparently distributed to persons affected by flood and other disasters to mitigate their sufferings. Therefore, on behalf of the federal government, I hereby hand over to the above listed beneficiary states the quantities of the donated relief items allocated to them.
She then took representative of the MD of the Bank of Industry, the Group Head Strategic Communications, Mrs. Seun Olaguju, and the representatives of the presidency on a tour of the donations before the symbolic handover to the beneficiary state. Studies have shown that small and medium-sized enterprises, SMEs, are crucial to local economic development, playing a major role in job creation, poverty alleviation, and economic growth. The expanded national MSMEs clinics are structured to provide lasting solutions to the challenges hindering the development of MSMEs in the country. They assist MSMEs to have easier access to capital, formalize their businesses, and exhibit their products at zero cost, among others. The program teaches participating small business operators the rudiments of order and organization to increase efficiency and profitability. If you already have a business but need the support of the Bank of Industry, please visit our offices closest to you. You can also visit our website, www.boi.ng, and our social media pages. That's it on BOIImpact. I am Elo Odibo-Madaki. Thanks for watching.